Hi everyone, so in this video we're going to talk about a Religious Liberty Commission hearing and an exchange that happened between some of the commissioners from that meeting. So Carrie Prejean Boller is a former Miss California USA beauty pageant winner, and she also has been making the rounds in conservative media over the past couple of years, speaking out against certain movements like the transgender movement.
I told my girls last night, I actually had tears in my eyes when I was telling them that I want to fight for you guys. I want to fight for you guys.
Because and some of the more educational policy issues that are going on when it comes to having certain types of LGBTQ plus books in public schools and other related issues. She's also a recently converted Catholic. So I'm going to play the exchange between her and the other members of the Religious Liberty Commission.
Mr. Frankel, this is for you. You described very painful experiences at UCLA, and I take that very serious. At the same time, many of the students who I've spoken to personally who created those encampments say that they were protesting the killing of tens of thousands of Palestinian civilians in Gaza and their university's financial ties to that war. So I need to ask you, in a country built on religious liberty in the First Amendment, do you believe someone can stand firmly against anti-Semitism, including what you experienced, and at the same time condemn the mass killing of Palestinians in Gaza, or reject political Zionism, or not support the political state of Israel? Or do you believe that speaking out about what many Americans view as genocide in Gaza should be treated as anti-Semitic? Because in my view, the United States cannot and must not make loyalty to a particular theology about Israel a litmus test for protected speech or moral legitimacy.
And although some of these questions are fair questions to ask, it is true that a lot of the encampments were encroaching on the Jewish students' rights to go to class and to move about campus.
Midnight mayhem on the campus of UCLA. Counter-protesters clashed with demonstrators inside a pro-Palestine encampment. Now the university is ramping up security and investigating reports of students being blocked from class.
So it's important to include that context too when we're talking about students protesting certain issues going on in the Middle East, and then also some of those same students just creating harm towards Jewish students.
I don't think you need to be a Zionist to support a country that defends itself and is free and religious in a hostile neighborhood.
So is anti-Zionism
Hold on
anti-Semitism?
one second, Carrie.
Yes.
It is. It is.
Sorry. Yes.
I do think it's a big statement to say that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism, but upon further explanation by the second rabbi in this clip, it made me understand it a little bit better.
Undoubtedly, anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism, and undoubtedly, and one does not have to support the specific policies of the government of Israel, but to not support the right of Israel to exist, which is what anti-Zionists do, while not taking that same stand to the 28 Muslim countries and 13 Christian countries in this world, is a double standard, is hypocrisy, and is absolutely anti-Semitism.
I think it's also important that we not make Islamophobic remarks while we're here today. I would appreciate that.
I think he's right in the sense that it's a double standard to protect the idea that Muslim countries and Christian countries can exist, but a Jewish state can't exist. Of course, the tension lies in what is that Jewish state doing. I think Israelis themselves are asking questions about what Benji is doing to some of the Palestinians and his actions in the region. But I also think it's a double standard not to point out some of the atrocities going on in Muslim-majority countries, like what's going on in Iran.
I'm a Catholic, and Catholics do not embrace Zionism, just so you know. So are all Catholics anti-Semites, according to you?
The Holy See recognizes Israel as a state, and they often push forward a two-state solution between Israel and Palestine. I just think it's very frustrating when you have people who are saying that they speak for Catholics not even know the Holy See's basic position on these issues. She also at one point defended Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, saying, please don't call them anti-Semites to Seth Dillon, Babylon B. Seth Dillon, and Seth Dillon doubled down and said, I am going to call them anti-Semites for some of the things that they've said against the Jewish people or about the Jewish people. I just think that if you're getting a religious education from Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, then there should be doubts about your ability to serve on this commission. Honestly, I was debating about even doing this video. I don't know exactly what Carrie Prejean Boller is going to do next, but I know she is a vocal person and now apparently a vocal Catholic, and I think that it's even more important to call out people who are claiming to speak for other people for the faith and present them with facts that are contrary to what they're saying. Other than that, the snow is finally melting and I will be flying south for a little bit this week. I will be going somewhere very warm, which I am super excited about. Not very warm, but it'll be like 70 degrees compared to the 30s that it's been here in DC. I hope everyone will enjoy the rest of February and look forward to spring, because I certainly am.